So, what does it really take to break free? I'm not just talking about breaking a few rules. I mean, what does it take to break free from the entire weight of history? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. An allegorical journey about saying a powerful no to the past, all so you can create a new future. And here's the thing. Our story doesn't even start with the hero. It starts with his guide, the Magissa. And this quote, it just sets the stage perfectly. She's not the one making all the noise. She's the silence before the storm. She's the unseen force preparing the battlefield, making the hero's rebellion even possible. So, how exactly does she do it? Well, the Magissa operates in the shadows. She's not a direct player on the field. Instead, she's busy dismantling the very structure of reality itself, clearing the way so that our hero, the lion, has a fighting chance. Now, to really get this journey, we have to wrap our heads around a core philosophical idea. It's this epic battle between the self, the I, and everything that stands against it. The external world, history, tradition, you name it. This whole big obstacle is called the not I. And this right here just nails the Magissa's role. You've got the not I, the voice of the past, basically saying, nice try, but history is unbreakable. The timeline will just heal itself. But the Magissa, she literally walks backward, unweaving the past to make sure those old laws can't just snap back into place around the hero's defiance. Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting. When our hero, the lion, finally gets this freedom he's been fighting for, he doesn't find some kind of paradise. Nope, he finds something much more terrifying. After shaking off all those old burdens, he steps out into, well, a complete void. The old rules are gone, the old god is dead, and all meaning has just vanished into this swirling blight of petrified soot. It's this empty, indifferent desert. Talk about a scary kind of freedom. This quote really gets to the heart of the challenge, doesn't it? If you're used to just carrying burdens, this kind of emptiness is pure terror. But for a predator, it's a hunting ground. It's a blank canvas. The big question is this void just a dead end, or is it your chance to become your own sun? And this is the critical move. The desert offers absolute nothingness, but the lion refuses to be passive. He asserts his own will, his own I will, against that crushing indifference. He's not looking for a path, he's forging one with his own roar. But this passive, empty void isn't the only threat he's facing. Oh no, there is a very active, incredibly powerful force of tradition standing squarely in his path. Right in the middle of this desert, the lion comes face to face with the ultimate embodiment of the past. It's the physical form of every law and value that has ever existed, the Great Dragon. This is the dragon's core belief, its whole reason for being. It represents the Maleficracy, a system that's way more than just laws. It's a shell for a deep ontological malice. Its golden scales glitter with every single thou shalt from history, and it's here to say that the work of creating value is done, and the lion's rebellion is just pointless chaos. So what do you do against a force that overwhelming? Well, the lion has only one weapon. It's not a sword. It's a concept. The sacred no. It's the absolute power to reject the premise entirely, to say no to all the duties and laws forced on you by the past. And this, right here, sets the stage for the story's climax, this huge metaphysical battle between the lion's individual will and the dragon's collective history. See, the lion understands that you can't argue with the dragon. The fight isn't about having a debate. It's about shattering the hollow idols of the past. His weapon is a word, but he wields it like a massive hammer, aiming to break the illusions that hold the world captive. Of course, the old laws, the idols glittering on the dragon's scales, they issue one last warning. They basically scream, hey, we are reality. If you break us, you break the whole world. And here is the absolute turning point. The lion doesn't even flinch. He accepts this chaos, not as an end, but as the necessary first step for any true creation. He is perfectly willing to break the world just to build a new one. And so, with the unstoppable force of his sacred no, he roars, and the glittering scales, the ancient laws, the entire structure of thou shalt, it all shatters into a million pieces. The dragon is slain. The it was is finally broken. But this victory doesn't bring a celebration. It brings a deep, profound, and heavy silence. You can almost hear the ruins taunting him, right? You've won! Congratulations, you're the king of nothing but ash. But the lion sees it completely differently. He has won freedom from the past. He knows this destruction was a necessary clearing, a zero point from which something new can finally begin. He's not the destination. He's the bridge to whatever comes next. And this leads us to the final transformation, where the entire nature of the lion's power has to change. The battle is over. The board is now completely clear. That mirror word, the one he used as a hammer of pure destruction, its job is done. It begins to change its very form. It evolves from a weapon of negation into a tool of creation, a toy. It becomes a self-propelling wheel, ready for the next stage of being, the child, who represents pure, playful creation. You see, the lion's destructive sacred no served its purpose. It cleared the way for the child's creative, sacred yes. This isn't about fighting against something anymore. It's about starting a brand new game on a cleared board, with innocence and a total forgetting of all the old burdens. The lion has destroyed the old world, but destruction itself can't build a new one. And that leaves us with this really powerful question. After you've won your freedom with a mighty roar, how do you learn the quiet innocence required to truly begin again?